What's really good, my people? Me and Big Nick the Quick, we're back. We're doing a recap of Game 5, Bucks Hawks, Eastern Conference Finals. Bucks get the W. What was the final, Big Quick?
The 123-112 Milwaukee Bucks.
123-112 Milwaukee Bucks was never a doubt, though.
No.
From the start, Bucks got off.
It got scary there in the third quarter for a second.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
They weren't. They couldn't stay up 20 points all game. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But Milwaukee gets it done Game 5. We're gonna start doing these. Nick the Quick came up with a dope ass idea. He said, "Yo, we should start doing some quick hitting segments. Call them fast food." I was like, "Yo, no ketchup, fast food. That shit fits the brand, fits what we should do." So yeah, I'm 100% with it. Let's do it. So we're gonna start doing these after big games, after playoff games. Just talk some shit. All right, let's get into it. What'd you think of the game? The first thing in the notes that I dropped down was it's truly amazing as us being Bulls fans to see Bobby Portis and Campaign actually making real noise in the conference finals, dog. East and West conference finals. Bobby Portis and Campaign.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean, obviously, for me, the Campaign shit is way more surprising because when he was on the Bulls, he could not play basketball. Like, it's not like he sucked. It's not like, whatever, or even he showed some flashes or anything like that. He was absolutely terrible, unplayable. You remember the Summer League highlights. Like, the guy could not play basketball. Portis could hoop. Like, that was never a doubt. Like, Portis could hoop. He could get buckets. If you remember the year that he came off suspension after breaking Mirotich's face, remember, he came back and he was putting up like 20 a game. Him and Mirotic were both balling.
Right.
And when he came back and then eventually they just had to make that move because he was kind of part of that rebuilding thing or whatever. And I think, was he involved in, he was part of the Otto deal, right? If I'm not mistaken. We got Otto in a pick or something like that for Bobby Portis and
yeah, I believe so.
Somebody else. I forget who it was.
Those are dark days.
Very dark days.
I don't remember those days like
very dark days, but he did break Mirotich's face, and it was funny because if you remember, like, it wasn't like the organization came out against Portis. It was almost like, we would have punched Mirotic too. Like, everybody was supporting Bobby Portis in that shit.
Yes,
which was very telling. Like,
all the players showed Bobby love, all that for sure.
The team brought him back. He was playing big minutes when he came back. Like, no problem, right?
Yeah, no. So I think that was one of the first things I had jotted down in my notes. Was just crazy to see. And he is being aggressive. I mean, it was the Drew, Chris Middleton, and Bobby Portis. Absolutely. That was it.
Yep,
that's what they were looking for. He was getting shots.
It was really the Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis show. That was the thing that stuck out to me the most. Was just the fact that they made it seem 33. Like their game plan was really, we're gonna go low, we're gonna go big, we're gonna feed the post. We're going to beat up on them where they're weak. Like, it seems like Bud had kind of found a soft spot in that Atlanta's D.
Yeah.
It's not they're a great defense anyways, but they've been playing well in the playoffs.
They have been playing well.
But down low, they had no answer for Lopez and Portis. Like, 55 points combined from the two of them. It wasn't a whole bunch of Lopez shooting threes and all that. I think they were 9 for 29 from three. They didn't shoot the ball that great from three. But the biggest difference was those high percentage paint shots, and they absolutely bullied them with that. It was clear Drew made an emphasis on getting the ball down low in addition to getting 20, 26, 25. Middleton had a good game, but it wasn't a loud game, right? You know what I mean? It was a nice 26. He did what he needed to do. 26, 13, and 8, almost a triple-double. So really good game from Middleton, I guess.
No, really good game.
But the biggest difference was the 55 points from Portis and Lopez. And absolutely, Brook Lopez just dominated them.
Yeah, if those guys are sniffing anywhere close to that number, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I don't care if Giannis is hurt or not, right?
It's off oops, it's off post-ups, it's however you want to get it with those guys. So, I mean, those guys running the floor, getting, again, 55 points from those two guys, and it was only 1-3 that Bobby Portis hit. So it's not like it was, the two of them just sitting back there shooting threes. It was all in the paint, beating them up, grinding them down. So, very impressive.
4 starters for the Bucks had at least 22 points.
Yep.
Lopez obviously had 33, like we just went over. Middleton had 26. J. Rue, Drew Holiday at 25. Bobby Portis at 22.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, if that's going to happen, Giannis or no Giannis, they're going to be really tough to beat.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like to me that Atlanta was. Didn't feel like they felt like it was a must win. You know what I'm saying?
See,
They felt like it just seemed to me like they were kind of lackadaisical from the start and then never really could get into it.
I think without and this is obvious, right? But like without Trae Young, it's a completely different team. I think with Trae Young, that third quarter sequence when it got down to
Like
7, after Herter came out and hit those 2 big shots to open up the third quarter,
yeah,
that could have been Trae Young time. And with Trae Young out there, like they can get that quick 7 or 8 points. I think that's the difference, right? Like when you put Trae Young out there, it makes the guys that are around him really good. Like it makes them look a lot better. But without him, it's just a bunch of really nice pieces, but it's not that main guy who can go out there and just stomp on your throat. Exactly.
It's a bunch of appetizers.
It's a bunch of appetizers. No main course.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they did cut it down to pretty close. Again, in the third, Herter came out, did his thing early to start the third quarter, but they just couldn't put together that run. But again, Milwaukee, you can't fuck around and let Atlanta hang in there. And I think they went back to what was working for them. Again, going down low, feeding the paint, Lopez and Portis. And at that point, it was a wrap. But I think with Trae Young out there, they would have won that game. Atlanta would have won that game, in my opinion.
You would go that far?
I think what really helped with Milwaukee was how far ahead they got them in the first quarter. Like they thrashed them in the first quarter, right? But if you look at it, Atlanta outscored them in the second. I think Milwaukee only outscored them by a couple points in the third. And in the fourth, Atlanta outscored them. So it was really just getting out to that big lead to begin the game.
To close the half, it was starting to get tight. And then
it was 9 at halftime, right?
Well, Milwaukee came down and hit 2 threes to get it back to 14. It was 8. And then Milwaukee came down and hit 2 threes. And then Collins hit a 3.
Yeah.
To take it down to, I believe, 11. But if they don't close that quarter as strong as they did, it was starting to get a little tight at some points. But I never felt like the game was out of hand. I felt like Milwaukee was pretty cozy all the way.
No, absolutely, because Milwaukee had a solid game plan. But I'm just saying, with Trae, I think that looks a lot different.
Yeah. Wait, so during the game, and we're gonna try to, for everybody listening, we're gonna try to keep these to like 15 minutes, little quick fast food, no ketchup fast food, post game talks. But we were in the group chat talking, and you're not impressed with Cam Reddish.
No, I never have been, though. I mean, like going back to Duke, and I understand he was a big time high school player. I don't watch any high school ball at all, so I can't speak on that. But just going to Duke, the games I've watched with him with the Hawks, like he doesn't impress me at all. Like there's nothing impressive about him.
He just doesn't.
I understand he's been hurt and all that, but like I don't see like. You know, he's one of those guys, you've always heard his name for years. Obviously, again, like I said, big-time high school player. But at Duke, he was the third guy and didn't really do that great there. I heard he's a shooter, but he can't really shoot to me.
I feel like y'all are giving him a hard – y'all giving him a hard time. It's not like he's been playing all series. He's still getting his shit together. And he hasn't been playing all playoffs and been a big contributor, and he's coming up small.
But I'm talking about –
get back in the flow.
In 3 years of watching Cam Reddish, I've never been impressed. You're going to Duke, you're going to his rookie year, you're going this year when he played. I'm not impressed. And that's nothing against him, man. He's young. He might still, come up and do. Maybe he'll become a late bloomer. Like his situations have been interesting, but I've never watched like, wow, man, I really see like what everybody's talking about in Cam Reddish. He's just a guy.
It does feel like he should look more like Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
He's got the size. He's allegedly got the strap, but
no, he doesn't. He's very mythical
strap,
mythical shooter. There's no evidence. He's Bigfoot. He's Sasquatch shooter. So
Sasquatch shooter.
And again, amazing young man. I hope he turns it around and he's got time and everything like that. But for right now, I just haven't seen it. Again, like I didn't see it at Duke, didn't see it last year, haven't seen it this year.
Yeah.
But shout out Chris Dunn for coming back. Shout out Dunn. I like Dunn.
Yeah, Dunn grabbing people's jerseys.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And then asking why he got a foul call.
He's out there to get dirty.
Giving Bobby Portis opportunities to scream into the crowd.
Right, great defender.
And hype folks up. So
it is funny, Dunn and Portis. It's like, you see all these
fucking
all over the place,
guys on the floor.
All over the place, getting minutes. Yeah,
it's getting minutes. Yeah, it's crazy.
But that was great to see Bobby. Again, I've always liked Bobby Portis, man. He's super aggressive. He's an offensive player. He's a bucket. He goes hard. Like you like to talk about guys that put in a shift. Yeah. Bobby Portis, you said in the group chat, Bobby Portis, he's earning every minute he's out there. He's doing his thing.
Oh, he's taking
nothing for granted.
Nothing.
Like, yo, you're gonna give me 30 minutes in the playoffs. I'm gonna give you 30 minutes in the playoffs.
I'm screaming in the crowd. I'm getting my shots up. I'm putting the boards up. All that, man. I laid out all the guys in the playoffs that weren't necessarily sure if they were gonna, get that time.
Yep.
They're
Reggie Jackson, Campaign. Well, Campaign hasn't playing all year, but Reggie Jackson, Bobby Portis.
Right. Reggie Jackson, Bobby Portis, all those guys that necessarily weren't getting that time that they could have been.
Yep.
Reggie Jackson was out the league, like we said. He's starting to get
out the league.
All of a sudden, he's putting them minutes to use. Bobby Portis, same thing. So yeah, man, I dig it. I feel you. Okay, we got a day off tomorrow on Friday, and then we go back to Atlanta for Game 6. Any initial thoughts there? Is this shit over with? Do we need
the injury report matters in this series?
Yeah.
So I'm concerned about the Giannis injury. I never like it when we don't know what the injury is. You just tell us that he's out. It's no structural damage, but that just means there's no structural damage, right? Like he can still be out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it could be a bone.
Yeah, it
could be
they don't want to jump.
They don't want to jump the gun, right? They don't want to come out and say, "Yo, he's out for the series," and then
they just want to tell you nothing's broken, nothing's torn, whatever.
Exactly.
And with Trey, we just got to kind of figure out what's going to happen with him. But yeah, I think for the most part, this is probably over. Unless you get Trey back and he's able to, be at 90+%, this is probably over. And if Giannis is hurt, I mean, hey, look, man, there's no reason. There's nothing about Phoenix that we've seen all year that shouldn't tell us that they shouldn't take care of business, whoever they play. Like, our eyes, hey, watch the film. We talk about watching the film. Watch the film on Phoenix. It's been there all year.
Yes,
they haven't folded all year.
We've been telling you. We've been talking about it.
Have not folded up at any point all year. So I think, this is Phoenix's year. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
To go on your point about all appetizers, no real main dish, aka Trae Young. They shot 46% from the field, 41 for 90. They shot 40% from three. And they end up losing the game by 11 points.
Exactly.
They lost on rebounds, but not by much. They lost on assists, but not by much. They had 5 more turnovers. They got absolutely smoked out in the paint. 66 to 33.
Yep.
So, and that's without Giannis. That's a crazy number. You had told me in Game 5, Milwaukee without Giannis is going to score 66 in the paint. Brook Lopez is going to score 33 points, and Bobby Portis is going to score 20+. I would have been like, dog, impossible.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen. What
happen.
What are you talking about? How are they going to score 66 points in the paint?
Yep.
This 3-point shooting, offensive juggernaut type squad they've been all year. How are they going to get 66 points in the paint without Giannis Antetokounmpo playing? It's impossible, but they did it. And
it was a great game plan.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they were throwing lobs. It kind of,
he started Portis, and yeah, I mean, it was excellent game plan. Like,
yeah, Drew was looking like he looked like his Trae Young game was out there.
About time.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out James in the comments. Yeah, bro, I had my mic off the first 10 minutes. I just flipped it on, bro. You should have told me. Why didn't you say nothing?
I was trying. It was. Oh, I peeped it halfway through. I was like, this doesn't sound right, but I couldn't tell.
Should have said something. I'm back good.
It's all good, man. It's a fast food, man.
Fast food, quick.
Hey, man, not all the fries are, are perfect, man. It's all good. We appreciate you for rocking with us, though, James.
Yeah. It's quick. We got it fixed now, and I'll be sure to have it fixed going forward. But yeah, I think this is wrapped up. Unless I'm talking about wrapped up like this game in Atlanta is going to be done too. I think.
Yeah, probably. Hey, can we give a quick shout out to Chris Paul talking shit at the end of the game last night too? That was the best thing I've seen in a while. He was talking big shit to the crowd. I love it.
He ready for the finals.
He's ready, man. Hey,
he's ready for the finals.
Absolutely.
Shout out Milwaukee. I still got to get up and see that building. Maybe if I could somehow maybe we could spend some money, bro, and go see Chris Paul in Milwaukee in the finals if that does come through.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Chris Paul.
I don't know, man. Those Wisconsin folks might be spending all their money on those tickets.
Nah,
the football season's going to be tough. The football season's going to be tough. They're going to be going to Lambeau to see Jordan Love this year.
Yeah, no, they'll keep it low. They'll keep the tickets low enough, man, and we'll figure something out. Because like we say, you got to go see these guys when they're still playing. Chris Paul will not be playing very many more seasons in the NBA. So
I don't know, man. I think he likes his money. They say he's going to opt out and ask for 3 years, $100 million, and he might get it. What are they going to do? Tell him no?
Yeah, I mean,
hey, are they going to tell him no?
If I wanted, if this might be a crazy take, but if I won the championship this year and then I had to pay Chris Paul, I guess
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess what are you gonna do? You can't let him walk, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? The man came there.
That's a good question.
They hadn't made the playoffs in 10 years and they were in the NBA finals. That's crazy.
Hey, now look, I'll tell you this. Because I think if everyone is healthy in the West, or even a majority, I don't think they're in the finals. I don't know if I can give Chris Paul $100 million. It depends if it's going to decimate the rest of that team or other people. I don't know the Suns' cap and like their situation, but I don't know if I could lock up $100 million.
I think the thing with the Suns is all those guys are homegrown, so I think you can go over the cap to re-sign all of them. Like I think you can go over the recap to sign Aiden, you go over the recap to sign Bridges. You figure it out, make it work. Figure it out.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna close it there. No Ketchup fast food. We're gonna start doing this more often, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with us. No Ketchup Sports Talk via Chicago. Bucks win Game 5, Game 6 Saturday. Let's see if they can end it. For Big Nick the Quick, Sean Little, No Ketchup Sports Talk via Chicago. We out of here.